Hello everyone, I'm Emma Pollard and I write dark fiction and children's books. Today I'm going to be reading from my debut crime novel, Paper Dolls. Chapter 4. Mike's Audition. Mike fidgeted on the hard wooden chair, hands resting on his knees, partly because he was wearing tight-ripped jeans and the exposed skin was cold, and partly to keep the nerves from knocking his knees together. The hallway was cold and dank. The wooden panelling behind smelled of musty costumes and decades of cigarette smoke. Mike glanced skyward, and sure enough, the ceiling was that unmistakable dirty yellow. To his right was a beefy-bottomed girl, arse spilling over the sides of the wooden chair, with an expression on her face that implied her brain wouldn't be fully charged before midday. She was probably a student, and judging by her stripy rainbow top, 2 sizes too small, and charity shop orange trousers, she was probably studying something useless like classics or ceramics. She yawned without covering her hippo-wide mouth. Mike leaned away from her, disgusting lazy cow. He was up at the crack of dawn most days, and she couldn't even handle a 9 a.m. start. To his left was a tall guy with a long neck that could rival a giraffe. His dowdy appearance made Mike think of Lurch from the Addams Family. The lofty fellow had come lumbering in a few minutes after Mike and asked if the chair next to him was taken. Lurch had a curious accent, Eastern European with British undertones. The chair next to Mike was empty, and he had to stop himself from being a smart-ass by positioning his hand on the chair and proclaiming the seat was taken. You know Thing, right? Doesn't he live with you, Lurch? While they waited to be called, Lurch cleared his throat several times, which made Mike irritated enough to point out the water cooler. Before long, more ragtag hopefuls joined the queue, and Mike wondered what on earth had made him think he was anything like these sorry creatures. They were all beneath him and most certainly talentless. He reminded himself of why he was there, why he wanted off the streets of London. He stayed in the square for the fans. The public adored him, at least that's what Mike told himself. And everyone else. If you lie to yourself and others enough, eventually everyone will start believing, until one day the lie becomes the truth, or something like that. Mike constantly told himself he was worthy of the West End, worthy of being paid big money. Possibly deep down he didn't really believe it. Maybe that's why his dreams had not come true, and he was still broke and struggling to get by. Thank you for listening, everyone. Paper Dolls is out now. And this is Rupert, for those of you who don't know. He loves being read to. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.